You are welcome on this channel, dear friends. Today's address is on parents. An attempt will be made to show you the clear picture of the difference between what is done and what should be done in the family. A tradition or an approach to children is common in the entire world. In every culture, in every religion, or in every country, it happens similarly. There is no any difference anywhere. The basic problem starts in the family when a child grows out of its childhood, but the parents don't grow out of their parenthood. This is the problem. And with the development of the child, the problem starts becoming bigger and bigger. Just you think of it. We should see one very important point, that if child is ready to stand on its own, then we should try to withdraw our parenthood from the life of our children. Because there was a time in the life of the child when it was helpless. So there was a need of father and there was a need of mother, and that was fulfilled by the parents. But when the child starts standing on its own, then parents should start withdrawing from their lives very slowly. Because if you don't withdraw from their life, then parents will become a constant anxiety, constant problem. We have to provide facility, we have to support them, we have to strengthen them, and we have to nurture them when it was needed. It was the ideal role of a parent. It should be done. And it is done also. But when they become a grown up person, there your parenthood is finished. But still, you don't finish your parenthood, rather, you become more intensive. And that is the main problem in the family. Because if you are strengthening your child, if you are giving every facility to your child with a lust, with a planning, and it is a criminal role of a parent. You have to support them, you have to strengthen them, and you have to nurture them. But you have not to impose your ideas on children. And this is what is happening in the entire world. We feel that they are my assets, they are my followers. Whatever I say, whatever I instruct, they must follow. And this is the basic mistake. And with this mistake, there are lots of problem in the world. There is no peace in the family. There is no good and sweet relation between parent and children. This is the reason. Because you didn't assist them with love. Whatever you did for them, it was with a lust. There was a hidden desire, hidden ambition, which you could not fulfill in your life. Now you want that they must be manifested by your children. This is not good. And remember, family is the smallest unit of society or the country or the world. And if it is disturbed from the basic point of view, then the whole society will be disturbed. And that disturbance we feel everywhere. Every child is as fulfilled, as unfulfilled as their parent. No child is fulfilled, and nor that parent is fulfilled. Parents are also not satisfied. And the basic mistake is you are willing to impose your ideas on them. You want the execution of your hidden or incompleted desire, which you couldn't perform, which you couldn't bring to the practice of your life, that you want to see them in their life. This is the main problem. To be a parent is a great art. It is not easy, it is very difficult. But to bring forth a baby or a child is a very ordinary thing. Any animal can do it. But to be a real parent is the greatest art. For being real present, you have to be focused on one point, that you are not imposing your ideas, your lust, your thought on them. Thoughts should be given, but don't instruct them to follow it. Let them grow in a very open air, open sky. Let them develop in their own ways. We have to help them for every kind of development, physical, mental. We have to help them. It is very good. But if you are helping them with an intention to see that whether they are following you in totality or not, then it is not a good thing. It is a criminal behavior from parents. If you love, then you let them bloom in their own style. If you are infecting them with your ideas, then it becomes a problem. Suppose someone has lived as a Hindu. Now he will try to see that their child must grow as a Hindu. Someone has lived as a Christian. Now they will like to see their children as a Christian for the whole life. Someone has lived as a Mohammedan. Then he will like to see his child as a Mohammedan. This is bad. Let them decide. Your role is to empower them from every point of view. But in empowering them, you are forgetting that you are helping physically, you are helping to some extent mentally. This much. This help is commendable. This help is very much praiseworthy. This help is very useful for them. There is no doubt in it. But you must not restrict them. What they have to be in future, that should be decided. You give everything, every information. It is not bad. It is very useful for them. But let them decide what they want to be, how they want to live life, how to enjoy the life. Any student have any complaint against them, because your work is over. When they are in a position to take their own decision, you must praise them, you must love them. Your love should not cease to flow towards them. And if you are full of love, then this will go in this style. But if you are developing them with the intention that they have to follow you for the whole life, then it is out of lust and it is bad, it is not good. So, here, these 2-3 points, that we should not impose our ideas. Our unmanifested dream should not be overloaded on them. We have not to make them a medium of expression of our desires, our dreams, which were not completed in our life. Every Hindu knows that he is not satisfied with whatever he has felt as a Hindu. Every Mohammedan or every Christian, their dreams have not been fulfilled. They know it very well. They know that their life is hell. Even then, they want to see their children in his style. This looks very paradoxical. You always pretend to show to your children that you are successful. You are very successful. But the reality is quite the opposite. So these important points should be taken into account when you start taking care of your children, because nature is very close to them. No parent is very close to them. Children have come through parents, but they are not the asset of their parent. Actually, they are the asset of nature. Through the natural process, through the natural planning, they have come into the world. So if you have a very open mind in taking care of your children, I think the problem of the society, of the world will be minimized, and this earth will be a place of peace, place of pleasure. It will be a place of harmony and adjustment, and then there will be a coherence in the life of people of this world. Here is the end of this video, my friends.